Most engines don't fail because they're too old. They fail because, month after month, drivers forget a few very small things. The car still runs, and no warning lights come on, so everything seems fine. But inside, the oil becomes dirty, temperatures are uneven, deposits slowly build up, and the combustion system starts to fall out of sync. By the time the signs appear, the repair bill is no longer small. You'd be awesome if you liked this video. 1. Starting and warming up the engine the right way. Starting and warming up the engine properly is a habit many people get wrong, even though they think they're taking care of the car. A lot of drivers still start the engine and let it idle for several minutes until it feels fully warm before driving. It sounds safe, but with modern engines, this habit doesn't offer as many benefits as people think. Right after startup, oil hasn't fully circulated yet, and engine components are still cold. Letting the car idle for too long only makes the engine warm up slowly, while fuel burns inefficiently, deposits form more easily, and the oil can become diluted. In real garages, many vehicles develop dirty combustion chambers and throttle bodies early simply because of the daily habit of extended idling. A better approach is to start the engine, wait a few seconds for oil pressure to build, then begin driving gently. During the first few minutes, keep throttle input smooth and avoid hard acceleration or high RPM. A light load while driving helps the engine warm up faster and more evenly than sitting still. This is something many people overlook. Engines need a light load to warm up properly, not prolonged idling. 2. Monthly vehicle checks. Checking your car once a month is very simple, yet it's the most commonly skipped task. The usual reason is that the car still drives fine, no warning lights, no strange noises, so there seems to be no reason to open the hood. The problem is that many issues don't show up on the dashboard right away. They develop quietly until they turn into expensive repairs. A monthly check doesn't require special tools. Just take a few minutes to look around. Is the oil level dropping? Does the coolant look discolored or unusually low? Are there any strange smells or signs of leaks under the car? These warning signs often appear long before the car throws a fault code. In the garage, many major repairs could have been avoided if owners had noticed these details earlier. Checking the battery and its terminals is just as important. Dirty or loose terminals can cause all kinds of confusing electrical issues, from random warning lights to weak starting. Simply cleaning and tightening them properly can prevent a lot of unnecessary headaches. 3. Watching for leaks under the car. Watching for leaks under the car is another very simple habit that's often overlooked. Many people only check underneath once they see a clear puddle of fluid. In reality, leaks rarely start out that obvious. They usually begin with just a few drops, small enough to evaporate or soak into dirt, making them easy to miss if you're not paying attention. If you leave the car parked overnight, a quick glance at the ground in the morning can reveal a lot. Engine oil is usually dark and slippery, coolant is typically green, pink, or orange, and transmission fluid has a distinct smell. These signs often appear long before warning lights come on or noises develop. 4. Everyday foundational habits that get overlooked. Foundational habits that are overlooked every day rarely cause immediate problems, which makes them easy to ignore. You lock the car and walk away. You park, shift into park, and shut the engine off. It all sounds correct, but a few important steps are still missing. These small omissions, repeated daily, are what quietly cause a car to wear out faster over time. A common example is not using the parking brake when parking, especially on a slight incline. The entire weight of the vehicle rests on the transmission, which over time leads to wear and play that the driver doesn't notice right away. Another example is running the air conditioning at full blast and then shutting the engine off immediately. Moisture stays trapped in the system, creating odors and causing the evaporator to get dirty much faster. The key point is that fixing these habits doesn't cost money. It just takes awareness. Set the parking brake before shifting into park. Turn off the air conditioning 30 seconds or so before shutting down the engine. Let the car settle properly after short trips. 5. Fuel and engine requirements. Because the car still starts and drives normally, many people assume any gasoline will do, as long as it's cheap and convenient. In reality, every engine is designed to operate with a specific fuel standard, from octane rating to additive packages. When the wrong fuel is used, the engine still runs, but it has to constantly adjust to tolerate conditions it wasn't designed for. When octane is lower than recommended, combustion no longer happens at the optimal moment. The ECU is forced to retard ignition timing to prevent knock, which results in reduced power, higher fuel consumption, and increased heat. These changes don't trigger immediate warnings, but over time, they increase wear and promote carbon buildup inside the combustion chamber. In garages, many cars are brought in with complaints of sluggish performance or poor fuel economy simply because the wrong fuel was used for too long. Beyond octane, fuel quality also depends on cleaning additives. Poor quality fuel tends to leave deposits on fuel injectors and intake valves, gradually throwing off the air-fuel mixture. Even if the engine is still mechanically healthy, the driving feel noticeably declines. 6. Short trips. Short trips are extremely common, especially for people who live close to work or mainly drive around the city. Each drive lasts just a few minutes. The engine barely warms up before it's shut off again. It sounds convenient, but this type of use wears an engine down faster than many people realize. With short trips, the engine never reaches full operating temperature. The oil doesn't get hot enough to lubricate effectively, and moisture created during combustion doesn't have time to evaporate. This leads to moisture and acid buildup in the oil. Over time, the oil degrades faster, forming sludge and deposits. The car still runs normally, but internal wear is happening quietly. The exhaust system is also affected. Short trips don't generate enough heat to burn off deposits, so buildup accumulates in the exhaust, EGR valve, and sensors. The result is higher fuel consumption, weaker throttle response, and a greater chance of minor faults after a few years. The solution isn't to stop using the car, it's to balance usage. 7. Driving on a nearly empty tank. Driving with the fuel tank nearly empty is a habit many people maintain, thinking, the warning light is on, but I can still go a bit farther. The car still starts and drives, so the perceived risk feels minimal. In real garage experience, however, this is one of the most consistently harmful habits for the fuel system. When fuel levels are low, the fuel pump is no longer properly cooled and lubricated as designed. It runs hotter, and over time, its lifespan is reduced. On top of that, the bottom of the fuel tank is where sediment and contaminants naturally collect. Running the tank low means pulling the dirtiest fuel first, sending it straight through the filter, pump, and injectors. The car doesn't fail immediately, but injectors clog more easily. The fuel pump gradually weakens, and fuel consumption starts to drift, often without the driver realizing it. Like the video if this surprised you. 8. The PCV valve. The PCV valve is a very small component, hidden deep in the engine bay, so almost no one pays attention to it until the car starts showing confusing symptoms. The engine may begin consuming more oil than usual, idling roughly, having unstable idle speed, or giving off a slight burning smell after driving. These signs are often blamed on an old car, when the real cause is a valve that costs only a few $dozen. The job of the PCV valve is to control crankcase pressure and route excess oil vapors back into the combustion chamber to be burned. When it works properly, pressure stays balanced and the engine remains cleaner inside. Over time, however, the valve can stick due to oil residue and moisture buildup. In real garages, many cases of oil leaks, light blue smoke, or a quickly dirty intake system can be traced back to a PCV valve that was ignored for too long. By the time oil consumption becomes obvious or seals start leaking, repair costs are already far higher than simply replacing the valve early. 9. Managing fluids. Managing fluids sounds basic, but it's one of the main reasons many cars end up in the shop sooner than they should. The car still runs, warning lights haven't come on, and so many people assume the oil, coolant, and other fluids are still fine. In reality, fluid degradation doesn't cause immediate failure. It damages the engine quietly over time. Engine oil is the clearest example. When oil is low or dirty, lubrication and cooling ability drop significantly, yet the car can continue running for a while. By the time engine noise, vibration, or a burning smell appears, wear has already occurred. Coolant works the same way. Even a small drop in level or slight contamination raises operating temperature, but the gauge may not show it right away. Beyond oil and coolant, brake fluid, power steering fluid, and transmission fluid are just as important. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time, reducing braking effectiveness. Dirty transmission fluid leads to harsh shifts and higher operating temperatures. These problems don't appear overnight, but they build up steadily. 10. The engine air filter. The engine air filter is inexpensive and easy to check, yet it's one of the most commonly neglected parts. The car still runs and starts normally, so few people think a dirty filter could cause serious issues. In reality, the air filter is the engine's gateway. When incoming air is restricted or dirty, the entire combustion process is affected. With a clogged air filter, the engine has to work harder to draw in air. The ECU compensates by adjusting fuel delivery, throwing off the air-fuel mixture, and increasing fuel consumption. The car may feel weaker and the throttle response less crisp, but the change happens slowly, so drivers often adapt without realizing it. A dirty air filter also increases carbon buildup in the combustion chamber. Uneven airflow causes incomplete combustion, creating more soot and carbon. Over time, injectors, the throttle body, and sensors become dirty as well, leading to a chain of problems that costs far more than replacing a filter on time. 11. Belts and hoses. Belts and hoses are components that rarely get attention because they don't show obvious symptoms until something fails. The car still runs and starts normally, making them easy to overlook. In real garage situations, however, many breakdowns, overheating incidents, or sudden losses of power steering are caused by an aging belt or rubber hose that was never inspected. Drive belts operate in high heat and are constantly under tension. Over time, the rubber hardens, cracks, or wears along the edges. When a belt breaks, the alternator stops charging, the water pump stops turning, and the engine can overheat quickly. The same applies to coolant hoses, vacuum lines, and oil hoses. At first, they may only seep slightly, feel soft, or begin to bulge, but when they fail, the consequences happen fast. 12. The battery and electrical system. The battery and electrical system are things many people only think about when the car won't start. Before that, the car still drives and the screens still light up, so everything seems fine. In reality, weak voltage or poor electrical connections can cause a wide range of confusing, intermittent issues, from random warning lights to systems behaving inconsistently. A battery doesn't fail all at once. It weakens gradually over time, especially in cars that are mostly driven on short trips and never get fully recharged. When voltage becomes unstable, electronic modules start to misread signals, the ECU compensates, and sensor feedback becomes less accurate. Dirty, loose, or corroded battery terminals are the most common cause. Even slight poor contact can disrupt electrical stability in modern vehicles. The result can be weak cranking, start-stop system faults, or air conditioning and displays behaving erratically. These issues come and go, making the cause especially hard for drivers to pinpoint. 13. Tire pressure. Tire pressure is one of the easiest things to check, yet it's often the most neglected. The car still rolls, the tires aren't visibly flat, so many people assume they're fine. In reality, even slightly underinflated tires make the entire vehicle work harder without the driver realizing it. When tires are underinflated, the contact patch increases and rolling resistance goes up. The engine has to work harder to maintain the same speed. leading to higher fuel consumption and more heat. Tires also wear unevenly, degrade faster, and are more prone to overheating on long drives. On the other hand, overinflated tires aren't good either. Grip is reduced, the ride becomes harsher, and the car is more likely to lose traction during hard braking or on wet roads. Most importantly, tire pressure can't be judged by sight. Tires that look fine may still be far from the recommended pressure. 14. Listening for unusual noises. Listening for unusual noises is a very simple habit, yet it's one of the most commonly ignored, because people gradually get used to how their car sounds. A faint click when the engine is cold, a brief squeal during startup, or a low hum at steady speed may sound strange at first, then become normal after a few days. That familiarity is exactly what allows problems to be overlooked until they become obvious failures. Cars often give early warnings through sound. A dry knocking noise can point to lubrication issues, a squealing sound may signal a hardened belt, and a humming noise that rises with speed can come from tires or wheel bearings. These sounds rarely appear suddenly. They change slowly enough that drivers adapt without realizing the car is deteriorating. 15. Checking idle quality and throttle response. Checking idle quality and throttle response is a simple way to read engine health that many people never do. The car still drives and shows no warning lights, so few pay attention to how the engine behaves at idle or how it responds to light throttle input. In reality, small changes in these areas are often the earliest signs of internal issues. When idle is healthy, engine speed stays steady. No shaking, no fluctuation. If the RPM wavers slightly, the engine vibrates, or there's an unusual smell, the intake system, injectors, or ignition timing may already be out of sync. Throttle response tells a similar story. If you press the pedal lightly and the car hesitates for a moment before accelerating, it's often a sign the air-fuel mixture is no longer ideal. These symptoms usually appear well before any warning light turns on. A durable engine isn't the result of luck. It's the result of small things done consistently. Just a few minutes each month spent observing, listening, and doing basic checks can catch problems early, when repair costs are still low. Doing things right helps the car run more smoothly, use less fuel, and avoid unnecessary major repairs. The real value lies in being proactive, understanding your car instead of waiting until it forces you to pay attention. Which tip from the video surprised you the most?